Thanks so much. Making sure that we're all dialed in with the presentation. Awesome. Thanks so much, Tanya, for the great welcome. And my name's Jessica Feeney. I'm the head of social media for American Honda. It's great to be back at Mediapost. I was here last year, and it was a great conference, so happy to be back again. When Tanya and the Mediapost crew asked me to present on influencers today, I thought, what's an interesting topic that would resonate with the marketing audience attending LA Auto Show? And immediately the Acura ILX launch came to mind, as it was one of the biggest social-led campaigns for the Acura brand. So first, I'll give you a little background on the vehicle and the launch, and then I'll walk you through how we worked with influencers to reach the targeted audience of affluent millennials. And as Tanya mentioned, millennials are a very big topic. And we'll go over some other unique campaign elements that we created that resonated with this audience as well. So to set the stage for the ILX, the model underwent a significant refresh for the 2019 model year. It received new styling, including a bolder grille, updated A-spec trim, which added sporty details like red leather seats and larger wheels. The ILX was now equipped with new standard features, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto mobile connectivity, which of course is a must-have for that millennial buyer. Additionally, the price was lowered, which is always a surprise during a launch, which means that we could actually target a wider audience. The ILX was one of the first entrants into the compact luxury sedan segment when it was introduced as a new model a few years ago, but now has really grown crowded with other entrants from Audi, Mercedes, and BMW. So we really needed a campaign that would stand out and improve awareness amongst our audience. So we asked ourselves, as we were concepting for the campaign, how do we engage with this millennial audience and get them to consider the ILX when they don't trust traditional advertising or completely ignore it altogether? This audience, of course, lives by their mobile phone, whether that's engaging on social media platforms or enjoying interactive experiences like gaming. With all these traditional headwinds, it did give us an opportunity to create an unconventional campaign that would get this evasive target to sit up and pay attention to the new ILX. And to ensure that we were targeted in reaching this audience, the ILX was planned to be a completely social and digitally led campaign for the redesigned model. So of course, no pressure there for the social team to get it right. So how do you get the attention of millennials in a mobile-only world? By going to the place they engage with most, Instagram stories, and be there in an authentic way. That's how we came up with the Sticker Builder campaign, which garnered us big-time views and engagement. And I'll play this short video to show you about how the campaign worked. So I'll walk you through the campaign elements, and hopefully it gave you a nice visual of what we'll walk through. Just take a quick step back to walk you through the campaign. It started with the idea to reinvent the online car configurator for Instagram stories. Every automaker has one. It's a very important tool in the car buying process. It's a key metric in showing purchase intent, but it's not the most engaging tool for our younger millennial audience, and certainly not social friendly, and definitely not an experience that influencers are actively sharing out on social. And it was natural as a brand for us to turn to Instagram stories for this launch. For Acura, it's our most important platform from a reach and engagement standpoint in Instagram. And as you know, it's not a platform not yet significantly impacted by algorithms like Facebook, and it is the platform of choice for millennials and Gen Z. When looking at developing creative content, we really do come at it with an Instagram-first mindset. Likewise with stories, we were seeing significant view rates, and we know from Facebook that stories will soon overtake newsfeed in terms of views, so being successful on stories is a critical platform for brand engagement. And the native tools like polls and stickers and stories help build that engagement with our audience. When we were gearing up to launch the Sticker Builder campaign, Instagram had just introduced the 3-tap carousel format, ad format in stories, which turned out to be a perfect way to roll out the Sticker Builder as a 3-tap how-to. And surprise, users can actually follow instruction. And the three-tap story carousel really fit well with the ability to show that how-to video and how to add those stickers. So we had our hero product with the ILX and our platform with Instagram stories, but now we need that ingredient to really spark our audience into action, and that's where Giphy came in. Giphy is another social media platform that powers the GIF button on Snapchat, Messenger, iMessage, WhatsApp, and hundreds of other platforms, including Instagram stories. The content on Giphy is licensed and considered safe for brands. It's also home to thousands of content creators who have generated billions of views. So what exactly, though, is a view on Giphy? You saw that scrolling billboard up there, and that's actually still somewhat of a mystery. Right now, it could be someone looking at your GIF or sticker on the platform direct, and that would be counted as a view, or having it show up in your search on Instagram when you're typing it into your stories, or having you actually use it in your stories or post. But it doesn't take account to that pass-along rate. So once you post it and someone else views that and someone else views that, that isn't counted to a view. So there's a lot baked in there that maybe we don't quite know. The platform is still growing and refining and creating more products for advertisers, so we know metrics will improve. But for right now, we'll just take a view as a view. So we have the platform, the Giphy ingredients. We needed to ensure it all came together in an authentic way, and that's where our influencers came in. We wanted to use influencers to both create unique content as well as reach the targeted ILX audience. So we used a twofold approach. First, we work with designers who are popular on Giphy to create platform-native stickers that would be highly usable to our millennial sticker-using audience. The sticker designs are specifically created to be integrated into the ILX story images that you saw in the video. Some stickers had more overt branding, and others had more subtle branding, again, to feel more native to the platform. We had to really let go of the traditional brand guidelines and allow the Giphy audience to create what would work best for the platform, which as a marketer is very hard to do. We also leveraged influencers that aligned with the ILX audience, both demographically and interest-based, targeting verticals like fashion, tech, travel, and automotive, and we made sure these influencers were also heavy story users. We tasked them to create their own stories using our ILX images and the campaign stickers to share out to their channels. These influencers, along with Accurate Channels, put out a CTA for users to build their own ILX through stories with the opportunity to have their creation reshared. And being reshared on an influencer's account is a big carrot to followers who in turn get acknowledgement and exposure. Additionally, we had a few influencers who did both create Giphies and create stories, as they had strong talents on both, and that was, for example, Pablo O'Shea and Sean Charbez. Along with the influencer design stickers, we created our own ILX stickers using 3D data of our accessories and A-spec trim pieces, so users could configure their own ILX on stories. Users were able to add actual wheel designs we offer, spoilers, body trim pieces that were found on the A-spec. That's where we brought the online car configurator experience to life on Instagram stories. We encouraged the influencers to use these stickers to build their dream ILX and share it with their community. And in turn, their communities use these stickers to further engage with the brand and build their own unique ILX. And we launched it all together, our stickers and graphics, with the help of our influencers. The creative community responded big time. Users' ILX creations flooded our inbox and the influencers' inbox. Looking at these stories, you can only imagine how much time it took one person to create it. Looking at the ILX, engaging with the brand, searching for the sticker, adding the sticker, and then finally pressing share. And in a 3-second view world, getting users to engage with their brand, perhaps like 10, 15, maybe it took someone 60 seconds to build that, is pretty huge. And then share it out, that experience, actively share it out for others to view. Again, that just adds on to more views and more engagement. As a result, we saw very, very strong results from this campaign. As mentioned, we had over 200 million views of our stickers on Giphy, and that number only continues to grow. We generated 7 million impressions on Instagram, 30% over our intended benchmark. We also saw a significant lift in key brand metrics like familiarity, favorability, and consideration, and we're recognized in top ad publications, including the illustrious Mediapost, for our innovative work. Because of the success of Sticker Builder and the powerful organic tool that is Giphy stickers, we include Giphy stickers in the plan of nearly every major launch now. We found great success in creating stickers for on-site events like the Accurate Jazz Fest or Little League Baseball, we're a sponsor. Branded stickers allow us to be a part of users' organic on-the-ground experience in a really authentic way. Additionally, we've seen strong metrics using stickers for sales events, since we know that people love to post and brag about their new car purchase. And as I mentioned, our Giphy views have really only grown since Sticker Builder. Right now, we're about over 300 million views on our Acura stickers alone. And we found stickers to be a guerrilla marketing tool. Our Acura race car driver right here showed up in a Wired story not too long ago. So whether or not you know it, you may have used our Acura stickers. And there we are. After the Sticker Builder campaign completed, we continued our influencer push to reach this hard-to-get millennial target, working with 14 additional influencers who aligned with the ILX demographic and interest audiences to develop and post content on their Instagram feeds. As a result, we reached 23 million additional people and garnered an engagement rate 65% over our benchmark. Through the platform data, we were able to learn that the top performing targets during this campaign phase align with the ILX buyer passion points. And we've actually seen in our new buyer data, the ILX buyer is actually subsequently over-indexing in these interests as well. So I'll pivot slightly from influencers and talk about the last component of our campaign, which also still was aimed squarely at engaging millennial target on their mobile device. We launched the ILX Total Control experience on Facebook Instant Games, available to play on Facebook and Messenger. And it was actually the first Facebook games experience for an automotive brand. Through the games function, ILX Total Control let you, the driver, take the ILX on an exhilarating, action-packed drive using only your mobile phone. With the ILX being a performance car at its core, we wanted our mobile-focused audience to experience this firsthand without putting their phone down. With the ILX being quick to react when you're behind the wheel, we wanted the car to be quick to react when you're engaging on your mobile device. The game started when you tapped on the screen and launched you into an interactive video experience. Tilt your phone to the left, and the ILX would actually power drift to the left. Spin it all the way around 360, or move it up and down, and the car would actually jump. There were tons of Easter eggs, and every time you played it, you'd kind of unlock another Easter egg. You could share out the experience with your friends as well. On average, people played the ILX experience for about 53 seconds. And again, in a 3-second world, that's quite a lot of time. So I'll give you a quick look at how it worked with this video.
How do you show that the 2019 Acura ILX is quick to react? You do this. Introducing ILX Total Control, an interactive video where the car reacts as you move your phone. We seeded the moves on social. The game was released on Facebook Instant Games, making Acura the first automotive brand to use the platform. The interactive video has an average view length of more than 50 seconds, with over 1,000 users per day. It has an average of 6.7 performance moves per user. A quick-to-react car launch for a quick-to-react audience.
As mentioned, consumers were able to access the instant games through a link in their Facebook feed or searching ILX Total Control in Messenger or Facebook. We also created a web version of Total Control, including a microsite, so that we could actually promote it on other social platforms as well. But by using instant games, it was nice because once you tapped into it in Facebook, it actually gave you that full screen experience. And we were able to incorporate modern web technologies like HTML5 and WebGL into the experience without having that kind of drawbacks of the loading that could happen with a separate microsite. And for the user, it really just meant they could tap once and really seamlessly launch the experience. And of course, with all this social activity, I mean, we can't, of course, take credit for all the success that ILX is having in sales. But I do think we did a great job of reaching that millennial buyer and actually attracting more millennial buyers to the brand. We know we did reach a younger target through the campaign, and the redesigned ILX is actually bringing in more first-time buyers and millennials to Acura than the previous model. Conquests are up about 6 percentage points, and that's an increase of conquesting from both mass and luxury. And year-over-year, ILX sales are up over 30%, and currently it's #1 in its segment for sales. And as I mentioned from the start, social and digital were tasked with leading the launch of the campaign. But when it was determined later down the line that a broadcast spot was needed, they actually took the social footage to create the national broadcast spot, which I thought is something that often doesn't happen. So I'll end with the ILX total control spot, and then I'll take any questions that you may have.
You gonna make me turn back, way back to the oldest me. Guarantee that you notice me. You don't woke up my soul from sleep. You gonna make me turn back, way back to the oldest me. Guarantee that you notice me. You don't woke up my soul from sleep. Yeah, you got me like cross me. Yeah, you got me like cross me. There was only one me you could know, and this is my only me. Yeah, you got me like cross me. Yeah, you got me.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you, Jessica.
Yep.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thanks, Tanya.
Well, millennials, do they have money for an Acura? I mean, how do you work with that? I guess. would
Well,
be
we
my
did lower the,
question.
well, so it's kind of funny. We talk about millennials, but they're upwards of 40 right now. So, depending on how you slice it, 24 to 40. So, and we did lower the price on the ILX, and so it started at like under 29. So it's actually like a pretty attractive first-time buyer, first-time luxury car for a millennial buyer. So it was a good one, definitely, to target that audience.
Cool. Anybody with a question? Raise your hand, please.
Oh, got him right here.
Oh.
Twitter. Thank God for Twitter.
You've been asking a lot of tough questions.
Hey, it's Ahmed Iqbal from Twitter. Just how did you rationalize this win to dealer groups? I feel like they have a hard time kind of seeing through the value through activations like these all the way to the sales.
Yeah, it is definitely, and actually it's interesting even like to explain Instagram stories and stickers and engaging with people in that way. That's why you almost need a how-to video to talk about that. So, I mean, from a dealer perspective, we definitely provided them with alternative social assets to, use for ILX and encourage like a social and digital campaign. But I think the best is really just positioning that we're doing something very unique and different and targeted, and we're reaching a younger buyer. And to be honest, at least on the Acura side, the dealers are really receptive to that type of messaging. And they love also that the fact that we use influencers as well. So it's selling them on those campaign elements, not necessarily like asking them to replicate what we're doing.
Any other questions?
Okay, go use our stickers. We have plenty of them.
Thank you.
Thanks
Jessica.
so much. Thank
yeah,
you.
Thank you. Big round of applause.